Welcome back. So let's catch up with Kirk Elliott now. He's been doing some great work with community-based tourism. Let's talk about the work he's been doing with the Duga School, among others, and about how he sees wellness tourism in St. Lucia. Hi, and welcome back to DBS This Morning. Today we're speaking with Kirk Elliott. A lot of us know him as a photographer and creative, but he is also a community or sustainable tourism advocate who's been doing some great work with the Duga school, amongst other things. So that's why he's here to tell us all about it. And Kirk has a different take on what entrepreneurship should look like, especially in the context of tourism and how people interact with the residents of St. Lucia, and how it can be a give and take relationship. So tell us more about what you've been doing, how you've been doing it, and how it's been benefiting the community and giving a more enriching and authentic St. Lucian experience to our visitors.
Okay, so first of all, Candy, thanks for having me on. Hello to everyone in viewership land. Yeah, like you said, community tourism and how it ties in a very deeper way. I've always felt, going back a couple of years ago, when I got invited into Fongelib in Soufrière to help them with their tourism product, it became evident to me that communities have a lot of potential. They have a lot going for them, but they just take it for granted. So there's amazing opportunity, but we need to take it from a whole different aspect, sort of looking at it from the aspect of the visitor, what's going to appeal to them, and then sharing with them authentic St. Lucia. So I realized that, and what I figured coming out of it is that one needs to look beyond just the commercial aspect. One needs to come in, interact with the community, help them along, build a relationship with them, build their capacity, build their awareness. Something that I kind of dubbed caring entrepreneurship. Yeah. I actually am very happy that the Community Tourism Agency has come along, because they are now giving credence to this idea that I've had, I think, from as far back as 2014. I look back on registration that I created, that I called the Hibiscus Project. That was in 2020 that I registered it, and I registered it as sustainable community-based tourism. So, like you said, the visitor, by and large, I mean, visitors are researching the places that they go to, and they're now wanting more than sun, sea, and sand. I also found, interestingly enough, coming out of COVID, I sort of switched my offerings and started offering exclusively private experiences.
And when you say private, what do you mean?
Yeah. So the whole idea was, everyone's concerned about catching COVID. If I offer a service where instead of taking out groups, I'm going to take out individuals, a couple, or a family exclusively, it reduces the chances of them contracting COVID while with me. That just hit a chord with visitors who loved it. And even though it cost more money, they were just like, wow, this is great that we can have this interaction that's one-on-one together with you. We decide what the agenda is going to be. We can switch it up. So going into that area of private experiences, even after COVID, I just decided I'm going to stick with that. And what I found interesting, coming back to the whole idea of the caring entrepreneur, I would invite visitors to bring school supplies.
Yeah.
Right. Because I always felt that this must start with the children. Let's empower them. And I also looked at it where we were talking about the issue of crime. And I felt we're complaining about crime, we're complaining about the young people, etc. But really, it's the broader society that has failed them. Crime is really a consequence of a shortcoming somewhere in the society. So I felt, look, let me get into the schools. Let me pick a school, get into a school, and really start to have ongoing interaction with the school and the children.
Wellness tourism, is a multi-trillion, and I'm not misspeaking when I say trillion-dollar industry, which,
Right.
I feel like we need to be doing more to tap into. I know that we've been doing some stuff, and I've been involved with that in my own way. But a huge aspect of it is this feel good, and it's not just about wellness in terms of what you're eating and if you're exercising, but a major aspect of wellness tourism is people having this feel good feeling of giving back to the community. So what you're doing nicely ties into that, and one of the main schools you've been working with is the DIGA school. How has that been received quickly as we wrap
Yeah,
up?
yeah. It has been amazing. I started out with taking one couple in, and was interested. When I told them about the school, they were just like, wow, yeah, that sounds amazing. So I took them to the school, and it was amazing seeing the interaction between visitors and the students. And it's now grown that I have continued a relationship with these clients. They're sending me WhatsApp, Kirk, what's happening with the school? Let us know. Keep us in touch. What do they need? What can we send them? So it's a relationship that keeps on building over time. And the more I take visitors in, is the more the engagement grows. The children are now seeing visitors as real people just like themselves, rather than something abstract that they hear about on the news or they see on television. And I think that this augurs amazingly for building the next level of tourism excellence from a community perspective.
Okay, awesome. That's a great note to end on. We obviously have so much more that we can discuss, so perhaps we should do a part 2 and 3 and 4 at some point in the very near future. But thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for joining us. We're actually here at the Corner Cafe at the Marina, so maybe one day I'll see you here. But in the meantime, we'll be right back.